Your eyes do not physically connect to the pineal gland. There's no nerve or duct running straight from the eye to it. Instead, the connection is neurological and hormonal, and it runs through a relay system in the brain. So, the pathway here's a simple way to think about it. One, light enters into the eye, and a specialized retinal cells called intrinsically photosensitive retinal ganglion cells detect light, especially blue light. Two, signal travels via the optic nerve. This signal does not go to vision centers first, it goes to a timekeeping center. Suprachiasmatic nucleus, so it's called the SCN. Your body's master clock interprets light versus darkness. SCN signals the pineal gland. Based on that signal, the pineal gland adjusts melatonin production. This is interesting. So, and what the pineal gland does is it produces melatonin, it regulates sleep, the sleep wake cycle, it regulates the circadian rhythm, regulates seasonal hormone patterns, regulates antioxidant activity in the brain. It is often called the biological clock regulator. And why people say the eyes are connected to the pineal gland. One is because light hitting the eyes directly controls pineal activity. Darkness equals more melatonin. Bright blue light equals melatonin suppression. Okay. So while the connection is indirect, it is powerful and immediate. Why this matters, especially for eye health: excess artificial light at night disrupts melatonin. Poor melatonin, poor sleep, higher inflammation, oxidative stress. Oxidative stress impacts the retina, the optic nerve, the lens aging, and the macula. This is why eye strain, light exposure, circadian disruptions, and neurological health are so tightly linked. So there you have it. That's really interesting. So that's another reason to sleep with a sleep mask. It's another reason to have a mask on when it's nighttime and your eyes are not supposed to have access to light, so that your circadian rhythm can stay in sync, intact, and all of the hormones that your pineal gland tells your body to release get released in a functional, timely manner. And it doesn't cause oxidative stress in the body, which then causes a whole host of other issues that we don't immediately identify with. And I imagine when I was young, one of my first jobs out of high school, I was a data entry clerk, and I worked for a company that produced phone books. You remember phone books from back in the day? Um, and I worked from 4:30 p.m. till 3 o'clock in the morning.
Mm.
Why they had these hours, I don't know. But I know that job, those hours, messed up my whole entire system. Like from the time I had that job, and I had it for like a year and a half, but from the time I had that job to this very day, my body's ability to lose weight has been impacted. It's it's just something I know had an impact. It changed something in the rhythm of my body.
Nope, I get it. I used to work those weird overnight graveyard shift hours, and you can't pour me and melt me back in that mess again.
No, and
It's
the thing
hard on the
is,
body.
it is, and you learn how to work around it. And the way I worked around it, because at the time, um, I was living at home, with my mom. My father had already passed away, and I was living at home with my mom and siblings, and they have normal daylight hours, right? So you get off at 3 o'clock in the morning. Everybody else's day starts at 6:30,
Right.
and they can't put themselves in the position of how tired you are and how much you need to sleep. So the house does not stay quiet. And, then also I had animals at that time in my life. So I had horses and dogs and cats and stuff. And they don't know that you work till 3 o'clock in the morning. They're like, look, the sun's up. Come feed us.
Right.
You know, give us water, clean the stalls, do the stuff. And and that's what I did. I would sleep for like 2.5 hours and then get up, run my day until maybe 10 o'clock in the morning, crash until 2, and then go to work. Okay. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm with Shima Love D talking about I think I need to start sleeping because I'm not, and it's really taking a toll on my eyes. Yeah, it will. It
It
will.
will. Yeah, exactly. So lack of sleep is destructive for the eye system because your eyes are connected directly to your brain.
Hmm.
So, and honestly, if for anybody that has insomnia, I would say absolutely get a sleep mask because your hormonal disruption when you can't sleep is significant. But if your eyes can't get light, then your melatonin is still going to be producing. The whole system, the way it's supposed to operate, is going to operate because you're in the dark. There's nothing else for your body to do but go into that repair state. And you need to be asleep. And everything that normally causes you to sleep is going to be active.
Yeah. I actually purchased the eye mask. I think was it last night? No, not last night. The night before. I don't know. One of them days. I ain't got a lot of sleep this weekend either. So one of these days in the past 2 or 3 days, I end up ordering the mask. Um, I attempted. Remember, I told you I got the Blink Joy, right?
Yes.
My head too big, so
Your head is too big.
yeah. Well, trying to go around my hair and everything, it
It
needs an
just doesn't
extender
fit
or
well for
something,
you.
right? And yeah, so I know that's not gonna work for me. It's
Well,
still sitting in the box.
it was a let's try it and see what happens with Tinsy Bell because
Right.
she has a significant issue with moisture, keeping moisture in her eyes overnight. And I thought if this works, this could be a game changer for her. And it didn't really work for her either. It kind of worked, but it wouldn't stay on her head and it was uncomfortable. I bought her both versions,
Right.
and neither one of them were really the game changing thing that I was hoping for.
The sleep mask will probably work better because that's the only way I like to sleep. My room has to be completely dark. And I guess that's from working those crazy hours, but I even want to put up some blackout curtains just to make sure it is completely dark in here.